guys, this is your girl Arsharae, and I'm back with another video. This is Love and Hip Hop, Season 8, Episode 5, The Skin You're In. Now, let's just get straight into it, okay? So, Tokyo went to the gym. She said she wants to do everything on her own. She wants to do things her way. Because, you know, last episode, she had a fight with Sierra. And basically, like, they almost came to blows or whatever. And Sierra was escorted out by security, who had security in their house. Anyways, so she goes to the gym to get a health assessment, and she's talking to the guy about how she wants to do things on her own and how the things that she likes to eat. And the guy tells her that there's a lot of things that she has to cut out, like a lot of sugars and things like that. And she's like, so I can't have my snacks in the studio. And he was like, well, what kind of snacks do you like? And she was like, oh, I like hot Cheetos, I like Capri Suns, like a bunch of. And then she was like, oh, the Capri Suns are 100% juice. But he was like, how much sugar is in them? And then she kind of like just sat there. And so yeah, he basically told her, like, you know, you can have fruit and you can have nuts as your snacks, but all the sugary snacks, you can't have any dairy, all kind of crazy stuff. So Tokyo is basically like, you know, that's gonna be hard for her. And then she was like, he was telling her that Shay, Mac, and other people were concerned about her, and she was like, can't nobody tell me nothing that I've been on the table for weight loss. And I was like, okay. So she's basically saying that some of her friends or some of the people that's so concerned about her did not lose all their weight naturally, that they went under the knife for some of the weight loss that they had. So we meet Shay Mac's boyfriend. She shows her cute little 2-year-old daughter. Her name is Ginger, and they're basically celebrating his birthday. But then he tells her that he has to leave. He gotta go do a promo shoot or whatever, and that he'll be back, but he don't know what time he's gonna be back. And I'm like, okay, him not spending his birthday with them is kind of fishy. And when he was explaining it to her, or when he was trying to explain it to her, all I heard was wah, 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 wah. Like, I just felt like he wasn't being totally honest with her. But I hope he's not cheating on her. I hope it's just me, and I hope there's nothing like really going on with them, because that would suck. So I'm hoping that I'm wrong on this one, but it just seemed like what he was saying to her was kind of fishy. So he loved to go do whatever he had to do with this promo shoot or whatever. And she invited Shakana over. And who just lets themselves into somebody's house is beyond me. I don't know. I guess that's Shakana. And Shakana is a mess. She told Shay that her and Sierra did not have to go in on Shakana in Tokyo like they did. And Shay just was saying that she just wanted them to be healthy. And all Shakana kept saying was, but it hurt. But it hurt. And I'm like, okay, I understand where she's coming from, but she was just being over dramatic. Like, when you exercise, yes, when you first get into it, it's gonna hurt. It's not gonna feel, especially if it's your first time, it's gonna hurt. It's not gonna feel like the greatest, but you gotta get into it, and you gotta like stick with it. So Shay Mac is telling her that she wants to get back to work, and she's telling Shakana is telling her that what she should, and she needs to talk to her man about it. And she says that she's gonna talk to her man about it. So we'll see what happens with that. So next, Spice meets up with Jock for advice. She tells him about her song and how she feels about black hypocrisy and this, that, and the other. We've heard the story several times before. And at first he says he doesn't think it's a good idea. She says she's speaking up for all the black women all over that, you know, are told that they're not light enough, they're too dark, they need to lighten their skin. But me personally, I think it's something that's deep down inside of her that's bothering her. Like, even though she says she loves herself and she loves the black woman that she is, for me, I just feel like it's something deep down. I really hope that this is real and this is not just for a storyline. I hope that she's really trying to do this to help black women, but I just feel like in a way, I feel like maybe like it's something deep rooted inside of her that makes her feel this way, and it's not just about black hypocrisy, but it's a part of her, like something that's going on within her. Um, Jock told her that to make sure that she's doing this to help people, and don't just be doing something to be doing it, because you don't want to make yourself, you don't want to do something and make yourself look stupid in the process. Like that's, don't want to try to make a point, and then within you making that point, you end up making yourself look stupid. That's basically what he was telling her. Um, Scrap meet up with Kirk and Jock. Scrappy meets up with Kirk and Jock, and they're doing go-karts, but Scrappy's like, he's not ready yet after his accident. He still like has PTSD from the accident, and I can kind of understand that because my mom had an accident and she was hit from the back, and it happened like maybe over a year ago, and she still gets nervous when she gets in a car, and she was like, if she ever gets in another accident again, she's not getting in a car again, she's not driving a car. So I kind of understand where Scrap is coming from. He still has to get over that. So they asked Jock, what his situation, what's going on. They asked him about the interview with him and Carly. He said he was just joking around. He's in a committed relationship. He's happy with the person that he's with, and apparently that there was some overlap between Carly and his new girlfriend, that he was messing with both of them at the same time, and the new girlfriend doesn't know. So they were telling him that he probably does want to go to that engagement party and clear everything up, himself, and get it out in the open before Carly airs it all out in the open, which I don't think Carly would do, because I think Carly is actually trying to move on and be happy. But they tell him that he needs to go to this engagement party and be open with her and let her know what's going on, and let that be that, so he won't have anything hanging over his shoulders. Can't they ask Kirk what's going on with his family, and they ask him about Cannon, and he tells them that he has some concerns about Cannon and how he's being raised, and that he's going to have a conversation with Jasmine's grandmother and her great grandmother about Cannon. And then Jock tells Jock tells Scrappy and Kirk about Spice's song and how she feels about things and what her plans are, and they kind of have a little bit of a serious conversation about it. They said they understand where she's coming from, and then Jock, of course, in Jock fashion, had to like ruin a good dialogue, a good conversation. And he goes, "Oh, wait, let me ask y'all something. Would y'all hit if she was lighter?" And I know it was kind of a legit question in a way, because the whole thing is that men like lighter skinned women, and so he was like, I would do it if y'all wasn't married. Would y'all hit? And they was like, how you gonna ask me that, and I'm married? But he was like, if you wasn't married. And he said if he wasn't in a relationship, he would, light skin or dark skin, he would hit it. And I was like, okay, so you ain't got no discrimination job, but we already knew that. We already knew you don't discriminate. Tokyo said she was skipping the gym, but she would meet Shay, Sierra, and Shakana at the smoothie place or whatever. They get there. Tokyo and Sarah are still beefing about the whole thing that happened at Tokyo's house. She said that she did not call Tokyo fat, that she just said that Tokyo needs to get healthier. And they start arguing, and then Tokyo again said the same thing. Nobody can give me no advice if they been on the table. And she done made some people mad, because Shakana was like, I done been on the table a couple of times, but now I want to do it a little bit healthier. I'm not sure if Sierra's been on the table or not, but she offended people when she said that. And I kind of understand where she's coming from. She says she wants to do it in a healthy way, but at the same time, these are your friends. Like, they they probably told you these things in confidence, I'm assuming. So why would you just blurt this out like this, and you don't know whose feelings that you're hurting, or you don't know if people actually want their business out there like that. So, but I mean, I kind of feel like where she's coming from. Sierra says that she just wants her to be happy, healthier. They start fighting again. It gets messy. Sierra tells them what happened with the fight, how she put her out her house, and Sierra was like, "But it don't bother me because I've been put out of better places." And I'm like, "Whoa." That's supposed to be your friend, Sierra. Y'all getting messy. And Tokyo was like, I know you're not trying to come from my house because my house is fabulous. And I was like, yes, Tokyo. And I actually like Tokyo's house. Tokyo's house is cute, the way she has it set up. And so Tokyo got mad and she walked away. And that was the end of that conversation. So Shay Mac meets with her man at his video shoot. She basically gets with him and tells him that she wants to go back to work. That she and that he needs to make some compromises with her so she can go back to work. I don't blame her for not wanting to depend on anybody, because you can't depend on nobody. You got to be independent. You got to do it on your own. I have been in situations where people is like, well, you know, you have the baby, you be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm gonna take care of you. At first I was like, okay, yeah, I can do that, but then I thought about it. No, I can't depend on nobody. I don't want nothing from nobody. I want to do it on my own. Like, either we gonna be 50-50, we both gonna work, and we both gonna take care of the child, or it's gonna be nothing at all. Unless I'm a stay-at-home mom that works from home, then okay, yeah. But I'm not gonna totally depend on nobody for my livelihood. I can't do it. So I don't even see how she did it for 2+ years, because she probably wasn't working when she was pregnant either. So he agrees that she should go back to work, and that problem is solved. Next, we go to Jasmine and Kirk. Kirk goes to Jasmine's grandmother and mother to talk about Cannon and how Cannon is being raised. And of course they tell Jasmine, even though he thought Jasmine wasn't gonna be there. Um up she is upset that he said that she parties too much, and she said that he hasn't been there long enough to say that she parties too much, or to be a parent, that he needs to first learn how to be a parent before he can judge how she parents. That he needs to be a father first. Then he asked her why she in why is the baby Candace still in pull-ups, and she's like, where are all these concerns coming from? Are they only coming from you? So she's basically hinting that, or insinuating that, some of these concerns are coming from Rashida. And he was like, yeah, Rashida has some concerns too, but it's not just her. I feel the same way. And Jasmine feels like Rashida needs to have a conversation with her if she has concerns about Cannon. But I'm like, why? Y'all don't got a baby together. You and Kirk are the ones that had a baby together. But who knows? I mean, I think Jasmine just, in a way, she wants to be friends with Rashida, but she don't know how to be friends with Rashida, and Rashida definitely don't want a friendship with her. And then they was like, they need to have each other's phone numbers. I'm like, how y'all co-parent and don't have each other's phone numbers? So y'all just constantly going through other people? Like, y'all haven't gotten over this. This baby is 2. This happened 3-4 years ago. Y'all ain't got over this yet, and can sit together and co-parent for the sake of your child. Like, you, Kirk, damn near 40, probably 50 years. No, well, he might not be that old, but you know, 30, 40s, okay? And she's probably about to be in her mid-20s, maybe late 20s. Y'all need to get over that. Get over it and co-parent and stop acting like some fools. So that whole situation is just messy for me. Mama D and Cece meet up for lunch. Cece wants to squash the beef. Mama D agrees. Mama D apologizes. They said they just want what's best for their grandchild. I'm glad they making up. They keeping the peace for the baby. I'm glad. Mimi and Spice meet up. Mimi apologizes to Spice for how the way that she came off to Spice. Spice apologizes to Mimi. And I'm thinking everything is about to be cool, right? They're going on a history tour. They meet at Ebenezer Baptist Church. Of course, that is like the cornerstone of Black history, and some of the things that happen in Black history. Not the only one, but one of the major places. And she basically is giving Spice a history lesson. They went to the Madam C.J. Walker Museum, and some of these things that this man was telling them, I was like, wow, okay, I learned some things too. He was saying Madam C.J. Walker did not invent the hot comb. The hot comb was invented in France, and because it was only made for Caucasian hair, Madam C.J. Walker made the combs wider so that it could be used on Negro hair. And so so that's why people say that she invented the hot comb, but she really didn't. She adapted the hot comb for African American hair. Now, why did this guy tell Spice that? Because she just took that and ran. So see, even in the old days, or even back in history, you know, it was black hypocrisy because black people weren't this great in their hair. And I'm like, girl, stop. um I just feel like Spice has her mind made up about this whole black hypocrisy thing. Nobody's gonna change her mind. It is what it is, and they might as well just leave Spice alone. But it was nice of Mimi to try. It was nice of Mimi to try to get Spice to understand where she was coming from. And thank you, Mimi, for giving us all a bit of a history lesson there. But let Spice do what she do. I understand that's your friend and you trying to get through to her, but she don't want it. She don't care. So just leave it where it's at. Um, they talk for a little bit. They get into an argument. Spice tells Mimi that she's privileged because she's light skinned, and Mimi is not that much lighter than Spice. She's lighter than Spice, but she's not that much lighter than Spice. It's not like she's like, oh, so light bright, because she's not. And Mimi got offended, and they had a few more words, and Spice walked away. Of course, in Spice fashion, she walked away. I mean, lately everybody's walking away. Everybody's walking away. I guess that's the way you do it. Now you just run away, right? Next scene, Breland is about to be born. Of course, this is old. Now Breland is probably like 5-6 months, maybe older. And everyone is happy. Of course, he has his proud parents. They're happy. The family's there. Everybody's happy to welcome him there, to welcome him into the world. But I'm just like, who has a whole 3-tier cake in a delivery room? Did anybody else catch that? Like, who has a whole 3-tier cake in a delivery room? Who? But it was cute. To each his own. Scrapple saying how happy he is. He said he loves his daughter Imani, but he's just happy to have a baby boy. So congratulations to them. Mimi showed up to Rashida's store. She says that she's there to get an outfit for Carly's engagement party. Then they started talking about Spice. Mimi and she said that Spice is supposed to be going live in a little bit, and they're gonna watch that. Mimi asks Rashida what's going on with her family, and she tells her what's going on with the concerns with Cannon and everything, that he's 2 and he shouldn't still be in a pull-up, blah blah blah. And she doesn't know that Jasmine was at the chat that Kirk had with Jasmine's mom and Jasmine's grandmother. But of course, Kirk didn't know that Jasmine was going to be there either. So I'm just wondering why Kirk didn't tell her that. He probably would want to tell her that before she thinks it was something else, and then they get into another disagreement. And I would hate for that to happen. So Mimi gets an alert on her phone. Of course, it's about Spice's live chat. Then they cut to commercial. We come back. Everyone is watching Spice in her live chat. And of course, she's on live and she has made her skin lighter. Tokyo says she's confused because the last time she was with Spice, they was going off on that A&R guy, and that Spice was happy with who she was, and so she didn't think that it would go this far. Everyone is basically in shock. Everyone has their opinion about the whole thing. Everyone is feeling some type of way about Spice wanting to be light skinned, and I'm just like, honey, this is too much for me. Like, I can't. Just love the skin you're in. Please, just love the skin you're in. Love you. God made you who you are for a reason. So just love the person you are, and just, I don't think I could imagine me being lighter. I love me the way I am. Like, I may, change my hair color. Who doesn't? Get lashes or things like that. But I would never go as drastic as to change my skin color. So, I just pray this is just a phase for her and she gets over it. But who knows? But thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.